Hello and welcome to your mom's favorite channel. You know, it's that bullshit time of the year again where love is in the air, it's Valentine's Day, you gotta spend your money, you gotta find a girlfriend or boyfriend. You know what? F that. You're supposed to show them that you care every single day. But if you really have to, and you forgot to get someone something special, I'll show you how to make them something special. Using granadillas, or passion fruit might be a bit more suited. And what's Valentine's Day without something chocolatey? And these are accidentally vegan, same as Oreos. You could actually use Oreos as well. I like these because they've got this chocolatey center thing going on. And then our passion fruit, or granadilla. They kinda are the same, maybe a little bit different. Who cares? They taste delicious, and let's make something delicious. So we won't be needing a lot to make this. A little bit of cornstarch, some sugar to show how sweet you are, some passion fruit to show how passionate you are, some coconut cream to show how much shit I'm busy talking, your choice of vegan biscuits for the base, and some molds, preferably one with a loose bottom, or you could use a bowl or even some silicone molds. But first let me show you how to prepare these granadillas. So first you're gonna cut this motherfucker. But if you're not getting a knife to go through, first pierce the skin and then cut it. That works. Or you could use a serrated knife. And this is where all the flavor lies. So just spoon it out, it comes out really easy. These fruits are actually quite strange. They've got very beautiful flowers, but the shells look like some weird alien birthing pods, and these are the eggs. Forget that I said that. These things are f***ing delicious, and don't let me put you off of them. From the whole packet, I think I got about 300 milliliters of this stuff. But let's put this aside for now, and I'll show you how to make the base. You can do this without a blender, you'll just have to pound the shit out of these biscuits. The blender makes it much easier, I promise. First, add a little bit of salt, like half a pinch, and then just blend it for a few seconds to get everything nice and powdered up. Add 2 small spoons of coconut oil or 1 tablespoon. Give that another go in the blender. Now all we have to do is get these into the molds, but first you have to lubricate your molds. Cook and spray works great, but don't inhale it. I used about a tablespoon's worth of the mix for this size mold, but it's up to you on how thick you want your base to be. The next thing I tried didn't really work out. It was supposed to be the base of one of the tarts. Anyway, these will be going into the fridge while we are preparing the rest of the tart. In a pot on medium heat, melt 1 tablespoon of vegan butter, and once it's melted you can add your passion fruit. Stir that in to combine with the butter. You can use a whisk. To this I added half a cup of sugar. You can add more if you want it sweeter. And then I added half a can of coconut cream. Stir that in until everything is nice and combined, and let that cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. And then we add a cornstarch slurry made from 1 heaped tablespoon of cornstarch and a little bit of water just to make it into a paste. And this will thicken it up almost immediately. This next step is optional. I'll be dividing this into 2 because I'm adding some food coloring to the one. I added some red because it's Valentine's Day and yeah, you know. So the next step is making things more difficult for myself because I remembered that I have some coconut cream left and that I wanted to make a layer in between the base and the rest of the tart. So in a pot I heated up the coconut milk with a tablespoon of sugar and a teaspoon of cornstarch, and then I put this into the freezer for about 20 minutes just to firm up before I put on the next layer. The other one I decided to keep a little bit simpler, just the biscuit base with a passion fruit top. And this is one of my failed attempts, but I'm going for a double layer tart that I'll be putting onto the base after it's done setting. So these go into the freezer for a while just to go set. I had some of the stuff left over. I put it into a small container and partially mixed it to give it that strawberry and cream vibe. And this also went into the freezer. But by now, the coconut layer has set, the rest of the tart was assembled, and it was sent to the freezer. These ones seem to be done setting after about 20 minutes or so, and then I used a bowl with boiling water to heat up the sides of the mold. That helped the tart to release much easier, and it came out pretty good. I didn't really take into consideration the thickness of the other mold, so I didn't put it in the water for long enough. So I struggled but got it out eventually, but then I realized it's not on the fucking base. Idiot! And it just went downhill from there. But hey, I suppose you learn by f***ing up. I was going to trim off the excess base, but I kind of broke it. And it did actually come out pretty cool regardless of it being a f***up. And it tasted fucking delicious. But hey, not all is lost. Round number 2, fight! I used the exact same method for these with the boiling water. The ring mold released very easily, and I was super stoked when I saw that the coconut layer actually worked. And same as the first time, this one didn't work out. It was stuck and it looked like shit, so naturally I ate it. And boy, the coconut pairs so well with the passion fruit. It's insane. These are the ones that I planned to make. The rest was just experimenting and testing, so Valentine's Day is still saved. Personally, I think something handmade has more sentimental value than some random Valentine bullshit from the shop. So with this, you won't only be impressing your partner or potential partner, you will also be treating them to a trip down to Flavor Town. But I guess what I'm actually trying to say is, make some fucking effort, and this stuff is hella good. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, leave a like on this video, leave a comment if you have any suggestions or questions, follow me on social media, and as always, see you in the next one. Peace!